Hey folks, come on in. Let's huddle up. Let's talk some football, Crimson Tide football. Now, today we have a game with the Bulldogs, but first I have to share with you my feelings of the LSU game last week. I know you folks as well as I had a very difficult time with the loss. I like to look at it as a player, as an analyst, as someone who's been there and understands the game. Our offensive line had a very difficult time with the LSU front, of course, and our defense got fooled on a few key plays. Sure, LSU executed some surprise plays, but when our guys look at the tape, we certainly see what will eliminate for this game and how we could have played it a little differently. So we had a down week emotionally, right? I know I did. But this week, man, we got those Bulldogs in town, huh? All right. What are we going to do with them? After losing the game to the Tigers, how do you feel as a player? It stinks like you feel as a fan. You're just down, kind of empty. And how do you regenerate? You got to believe what the next step is. You got to believe in leaving behind what's not worth taking with you. You learn from the losses and you move on. All right, Coach Saban's looking for improvement. We fans are looking for improvement from the team, not beating themselves with the mental errors that we commit whenever we're in the middle of a fast situation. All right, so we're going to look for improvement through practice and practice intensity. That's a word that is hard to get your players to maintain on a day in, day out basis, and even during the games. But that's what it takes to win, and I think that's what we're going to see today when the Tide faces those Bulldogs. Now, Coach Dan Mullen with the Mississippi State crew, he's an interesting guy. I did a little research on the man, and first thing I was shocked with, he's from New Hampshire. New Hampshire? He's the head man over there at Mississippi State in Starkville. Boy, this is, I guess, a small world. We all travel around so much. What he's brought with him to Starkville is knowledge with communications for his people, with his people, and certainly a football. He has this team at a 7-2 record, all right? They start out losing to two teams that are ranked in the top 10. Their first three games, they're 1-2 with a loss to Auburn and a loss to LSU. I almost choked on that word I said that started with the AU there a minute ago. Anyway, he's got this team playing well offensively. They're well balanced. The passing attack doesn't really scare you. Their offense doesn't roll over people, but he's teaching them how to win, and they're believing they can win. So today we have a team that's won 6 straight games coming into Tuscaloosa, huh? We've got to play, hopefully, at our best to continue our winning ways and get back on track. If we're able to win this one, then we can win the next one. And the next one and the next one, and we could end up 11-2 of all things. But let's not look too far ahead. Let's think about those Bulldogs. Let's get out to that stadium today. You fans that are going to be at the stadium, we need your enthusiasm. That team feels it. They feel the urgency of the situation when you get behind them and fire them up. And I don't want to hear any cowbells, okay? I happen to be holding something here that I got after a game against Mississippi State in Tuscaloosa in 1962. This was one of the game balls that was passed out to a player or two that Coach Bryant and the team felt, hey man, you get the game ball today. I was a sophomore and I'm getting goosebumps talking to you about it to this day. To this day. I still got the crimson blood. I'm going to be there today pulling for the Tide. I'll be touching base with you folks after the game. Hey, get behind them and roll Tide. Ready? Break!